And so it was said that if the pillars of the world shall fall, darkness will descend upon all that lives. From the Book of the Dark. Man did not heed this warning. The sacred cosmic tree burned to cinder. And so the darkness came, claiming all that was bright and living in Thea. When all hope was lost, after a century without light, the sun rose once more. Thea awakened from her dark slumber, and you along with her. But Thea is not the world that once was. The age of darkness weakens, but it is far from over. Life took its shy roots, yet death will not release its grip easily. While the sun keeps some of the evil in check during the fleeting days, at night, the creatures of darkness roam free and angry, unwilling to give up their dominion over the land. It is up to you to find a way to rebuild Thea, banish the darkness, and strengthen mankind.
Hey you guys, what is up? Turumba here. Welcome to Thea the Awakening, Return of the Giants. So, Thea the Awakening is a heavily RPG game. It's not like Total War at all, but I do love this game very much. It is a unique gem, I might say. So, a couple of disclaimers first. There will be a lot of text, and there will be a voice which read it for us. But yeah, I will read the answers which we will take, and yeah, that's basically it. And there will be a lot of it. So, Thea the Awakening. So yeah, that might be something for you. But this game has a unique atmosphere. It is more or less based on the Eastern Europe folklore and mythology. Um, Thea the Awakening is made by the guys who made The Witcher. That might interesting for you. And a couple of those guys were involved in The Witcher. That's not, you know, it's not completely The Witcher guys made it. No, this is a independent studio. They are, yeah, they have nothing to do with the other games. Muha is completely alone, so to say, and yeah, a lot of people who actually yeah came together to this for this project have worked previously on The Witcher. So I have this right now. I love this game. I've played it a lot actually, and yeah. So this is also a new site you will see on Turumba, because you don't know actually that I love these kind of games. You have seen me playing the Banner Saga, and it goes in that direction, and in the direction my love for a decent RPG game. So yeah, guys, here we go. We're gonna create a new game, and that means you will see the results more or less of the last 4 hours I have recorded and fucked up totally the audio, and that is really yeah, it's not really pissing me off, because yeah, I don't mind to play it again, simple as that. But yeah, we will have this one, so we not even reached tier 1. That's kind of fine actually. So, to range and 2 damage. Oh, that's quite nice actually. Look at that. Would be nice if we would get it. So, to give you a little overview, we are a god. The world has more or less fallen apart, and these are all gods. And every time you actually win a game with a god, you get XP. And usually I play on normal, I have no desire to hire that up at all, because the game is difficult. Um, and but to give you an idea how much I played, so I played with these guys, with Velis through. I played with Svarog through. I played 2 times with Zoria through, with Horus, with Morkosh, with Morena, with Lada, but not with Perun. And I thought this would be a good thing to start with you guys. I'm still not 100% sure if I should do it with camera or without camera, because actually, it's a touchy game as well, and it's dark, and it's lightening up, and so it is pros and cons to do the camera on and or off. So but this will be a try without a camera. So thus we're gonna play a bit ahead. There will be reloads, I'm pretty sure of that. We don't really have a pool of autosaves or of saves. We can only do settings for autosave, and that's it. Thus, guys, we're gonna start. We are the supreme god of the skies and thunder. Together with Mokosh, you ruled the pantheon and kept the cosmic tree safe, but alas, you have failed. Be it fate or forces unknown, Thea has fallen into darkness, and it almost took you with it. Now that you're free again, you have found a group of your worshippers still alive, but barely. You must do all you can to help them thrive and defeat this cursed darkness. So we can, the focus village, actually there are different kinds of guys, classes, and you can actually focus on what you want first. And usually I use warriors, but I think Gaitherith will speed up the early game well, a little bit more. I'm not really sure if it does really a lot, and I might have, the begin is very slow and it is kinda hard to get in. We will play the tutorial, but I will more or less just skip through the text and we do the tutorial because you gain something if you do it. If you not do it, you can skip it, but you don't gain anything, and you gain quite a lot. It's enough for me that I will have never done not the tutorial. It's just like it is. So, and it's more or less also the first time that I start with village focus Gaitherith. I do hope that what I think about will happen, but I simply don't know. Simple as that. I would really love to have the tier 2 here, blazing powers. This is quite a bit actually. +2 damage early on. It's quite a bit, and 1 aimer is quite nice as well. So let's start, guys. It's always a random map generator. Which I was thinking, oh man, Total War with a random map generator. Oh my god! But yeah, we will see. Yeah, no, it's it has components of kind of a civilization game.
Thea is awakened.
You will see. This is the start of the.
Welcome. No time to wait. I am but a messenger.
So it's just telling us what we do, but we gain a little bit experience when we click it through. So we're just gonna do that. So here we are. This is more or less the world. We see more or less how it turns out. We kind of would like to know. That is pretty bad, actually. We don't seem to have a lot of resources around. We can gather. We will have actually 2 groups. We have the expedition and the villages. The expedition has 6 people at the moment, and 4 in the city. We are gonna go in and just delete the expedition. Thus, we have 10 now in the city, and then we have a good look at each of those guys. Oh, we have a hunter. Look at that. That's awesome. And we have, what the fuck, 5. Wow, that's a lot actually. That's quite interesting. As I said, I've never played with... oh, that's quite a bit. Heavy aimer as well. Oh my god. It kinda looks like a pretty decent start. We have a lot of meat as well. I do think, guys, that looks good. I mean, we have not much surrounding resources at the moment, but we will see how that turns out. So, first of all, we have to decide who is gonna go on the expedition and who is gonna go on in the village. And yeah, it's more or less we 1, 2, 3. There's no discussion. I want to have two warriors and the archer. The archer is a hunter. The class is hunter. In the expedition, and I guess we're gonna go for 1 craftsman and 2 gatherers, and then we will see. So let's have a look. We will strip everything actually away. I mean, this can stay there already, I guess, but yeah, we just strip it all off for now, and then we will we will give each one something. Yeah, and the thing is, guys, with the English. So this is a new game. There's a lot of stuff actually, and I'm not 100% sure if I can get a good grip on it. We will see, but yeah, no promises so far. I'm not really sure if I do a lot of explanation. I will just start playing this game. It is really fun. The UI is a little bit, yeah, sometimes a bit difficult, and it's, yeah, but it is kind of worth it. We have we have good stuff, but a lot of this is with bad quality as well. So it's not really the best actually. So for example, this is a bad quality sword, and it has 5 damage and 4 shielding, and this big training sword has 6 damage and 5 shielding. So I mean, it has poison though. That's something. Okay, let's check who of the craftsmen will be with us on a tour. Speech 11 and will 14 is quite nice actually. He has speech 10 and will 12. He has stealth though, but he has stealth as well, so that's kind of nice. He has magic as well, intelligence 7, and he has intelligence 4. Pooh, that's a hard one to decide. No joke. So this is gathering 6, gathering 3, 4, 3, 5. Okay. She has magic as well. Bit of tactics. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. I guess yeah, we are a little low on decent weapons here, guys. No joke. We will do this for now, and we give the warriors the big pointy things. 9 and 5. So we're gonna give her her bow again. I kinda thinking about just leave this be and give him the spear, cause the spear will do greatly actually. You will see what I mean later. And thus he will get the best aimer. Pavel, look at him. Don't wanna have this man pissed. So you're gonna get the other aimer. Okay, so this is kind of fine. Even thinking about to give her this one, but it's too little damage actually. So bad thing is we have no medic. Instead of the medic, usually you start out with a medic, but yeah, instead of the medic we have a hunter. And this is just always random, so do not wonder too much. So we're gonna take Evo, or do we take Nistek? I do think we're gonna take Evo. Let's take Evo, and Evo is quite a capable man, so we will get a two-hand sword. So you have nothing in your hand so far. Get the training shield, I guess. So 1, 2, 3. Those 3 are more or less already. We have decent aimer to start, 2 decent ones. This one is actually pretty good, but it's just 2. So I would rather have worse ones, but more of them. But yeah, the gods of random rolls have decided no. No, you shall not have that. We're gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 2 Gaithers with us. Evo is decided, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess. So we wanna have those who have a decent Gaither skill. That would be Yanchi and 3, 5, 4, and Darius. Yeah, okay. So you get each something here. I guess it's gonna be this one, and you get this one. So that's fine. Can you get a shield? Yes, you could. Yeah, you have the lowest amount of damage. You shall get... That's not a bad one actually. 4 damage, 5 shielding, 2 poison. Yeah, so you do that. Okay. We can gather stuff actually. We will do that. For a bit at least, because we kinda need to have certain things running. We need the wood. Wood is most important early on, and the rest will do. Gather a little bit of food. So it's the thing how that works is we need 54 points of, let's just call it progress, to get 18 cherries or fruit or whatever that is. And here it is, we need 54 to get 7. We have 75, thus it will take only 1 turn. We might switch a bit around, just to maybe being able to speed things up a bit. So it's still 1, and this won't be that long. It's actually 2 turns now, not 3 anymore, and that's quite nice. We can do craft things. We have a little bit of stuff at the moment. We have only this one. Oh fuck, look at that, that's ridiculous. We have only this wood. Oh wow. That's really not much, guys, no joke. So yeah, we have to focus on fire. That is for sure. And okay, let's have a look. If it's like that, we might not even try to do something in the production. Construction, crafting. I do think I would like to see if we get ourselves... can we actually use... No. So let's try that, that, and here we go. This is the problem. We have to wait a little bit for the wood. Yeah, no, cancel that. We will do that a little bit later. So a couple of turns we just click through here. We have this one already. I tend to do actually in direction this or this. But yeah, the first one is not really that important. There's stuff we can do later. Guess we can go in direction there, because this one is Nimblewood and it's the primary resource for the best gathering tools we can make later on. And yeah, it's what we want actually. Yeah, let's just do that. So they will tell us where the wicker is once we have figured it out. It's quite a bit away actually, but meh. Better than nothing. Oh sweet, look at that. There's Nimblewood. Have you seen that? This is pretty awesome. No joke. This is really, really awesome. But yeah, we have to research that, and then we can harvest it. And so that when we know we have Nimblewood, we are gonna go and do this one, these two next actually. Okay, let's do a couple of turns just to get the wood running. It's kinda crazy that we have so little wood. Now it's gonna be a little bit better, but it's really poo. Kinda scary to be honest. Okay, let's get us a couple of gathering tools. It won't be good ones, but yeah, +3 is better than nothing. And we have wicker enough for I guess 2. This is actually the amount what we plus minus. This is as much as we can, and this is infinite. But yeah, we do as much as we can. This is 2, and this is not bad at all. So these are the craftsmen. Crafting is done by the craftsman, and that's also quite okay that way. The food can wait. We have quite a bit. Yeah, and the wood needs to go on. Ding, ding, ding. So this is just end turn and stuff. We have the several things here in the UI. This is the resources. So you kind of see it's with those fields just like in Civilization. And you haven't seen much of the story yet, but this will change pretty fast, pretty soon. So our first wicker basket is finished. It's a gathering tool, and we're gonna attach it immediately to those. Oh, she has gathering 6 as well. She's a good one, a hunter. Man, hunters. I love them hunters. So all of these guys have already gathering stuff. That is quite a bit actually. That's pretty amazing actually. I really like that. So we give him just a gathering tool, and that means, just to let you know, that he suddenly can gather for 3. And that changes, of course, a little bit around. So yeah, here we go. Next one. There we have it. Okay, 2 is finished. So we will equip the second one on the other. You cannot gather, can you? No, but this is just fine. Okay. Yeah, our expedition will be very more or less successful. I didn't realize that. You can get, nope. 120. Who has that? Darius. Dude, can you get another one? It's also too heavy for you, huh? Yeah, but that's just fine, okay. Maybe you are stronger than Slava. Thus, we would change that. You do that. And then that means she needs this one. Where's this sword? Here we go. You get the spear and this one, yes, and you get this one and that shield. So the class warrior can carry a 200 sword and a shield. This is not nobody else can do that except the warriors. Okay, I do think we are quite alright if we go and create an exposition. I do think that should work out fine. So we want her, we want the warriors, even though the villages will be more or less undefended, but I'm kind of fine with that. So we said we want to have Darius, and we want to have... Was she? No. Who was that? Yeah, well, it was she, because she has gathering 6. Yeah, this is what we want to do, and we said we take Evo. Okay, those 4 will stay there. We have to give them food and firewood, otherwise they will more or less be fucked in the wilderness. It's still quite a bit of something we have here. It's actually quite nice. We started out with a lot of food, actually. That's strange and good. So we give them 50-50. We could even do a little bit more of this. You know what? Let's take 100. It's a big... Oh, wow. We would wait a long time before we could do this if we have the focus on the warriors, for example. I did not know that the impact is that big. So anyway, we have firewood, we have the people, we don't need one of those. Okay, continue. So, thing is, we're gonna go that way. We have to one time activate what they shall eat and burn. Otherwise they will just starve. And then we have to reset a little bit here. So she's doing quite good so far. We will leave it like that. We have a lot of food though at the moment, but we need more wood. So we do both of them into that. The crafting man has nothing to do at the moment. That's quite fine. Let's just see what kind of stuff he can... What is this actually? So it's crafting 4. That's quite nice. If we change the material, the result will change as well. So that's quite important to notice. So we are basically looking for the good stuff to making the good stuff. Just go ahead. You make yourself a nice hammer. And then we're gonna see what we can do otherwise. Maybe a couple of clothes, maybe another gathering tool, even though we might not be able to. And what we can look here is we can make something out of this and this, and that's quite interesting. We can do rabbit stew. Okay, let's confirm that. And he will do rabbit stew. Let's say, how many can we do? 24. Let's do 20. And once he's finished with the hammer, he will just switch to this one, and that's quite nice. So, just to give you a little idea about the food, that's quite important. For example, we have now activated that they eat the fruit. So there's no bonus. We need to activate always one food. If we activate they can eat both, we gain +1 health. If we have 8 different food resources, we will end up here by melee damage +3 and range damage +3. If you have 10, you get all of that, you know. So it's quite important to have a certain variation of food in your expedition as well as in your villages. But the villages usually just get one bit and that's it. But if you know they will fight soon, you might want to give them a little bit more food. But same goes for the expedition. That is kind of very important. Yeah, okay. So that's more or less the basics. We produce stuff, we gather stuff. From the stuff we've gathered, we can craft stuff. So that's something. So here's the little kobold you have seen before, and yeah.
Theodore welcomes you.
Okay.
Events such as meeting. Many events will ask you to bring stuff or do. Good. Now events can lead to conversations or just.
Okay. So he just said, bring me the bones of these boars. And this is what we're gonna do. Well, not this turn though. These are ruins. We can just go there and search for something. Quite nice. Can't really believe that we have nimble wood in our range. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty good.
You find the boars Theodore told you about. There is only a couple, so it should not be too hard. However, instead of a straight fight, you can try to do a proper hunt. If you have the right skills, that is. Or better yet, you can go all native on these beasties and wrestle them to the ground. Not an easy option, that one.
Okay, as you might have noticed, there was a very nice voice, and we will have that. This is what I mentioned in the beginning. This is just cool, you know. I really enjoy that. Hear the music. Now and then the guys is telling you something, and you have the choice to do something. We're gonna hunt them down because it's the lowest risk, actually. Excuse me. It's the lowest risk.
Great. You have the right skill, in this case gathering, to enter into an alternate challenge. In non-fight challenges, the wounds you get during the challenge do not carry over after it finishes, meaning you have less of a risk of dying.
And this is part of the tutorial as well. So we just gathering is the main combat skill, and we are actually fighting the challenge. All of our guys have something, so we will have more or less an easy fight here. But it's not that bad to see how the fight will work. So these guys, we have an offensive hand, those side within this one, and we have a tactical hand. These are these guys. So these guys can either, if they are able to do damage, which is shown here, they can get closer, and in the next turn they will participate, or they can help our friends. Here, for example, he has the ability to counter offense. Our enemies are up here, and they have the tactic and the offensive side as well. The AI just played a tactic card, and it's just like as we say get closer, they can't do something in this turn. Thus we can actually more or less choose what to do now. And I see him counter offense on 6. It's very likely we need to, if we want to do that, we have the 6 here, and these 6 must be higher than this 4. So it's basically kind of see it as a spell level, for example. Even though we talk about the hunting skill at the moment, but it's a kind of like spell level. And so if this card, we don't know yet, has a counter is 6 or less, then we can just put him away before he can play it. And this is what we're gonna do at the moment. It's just hunting 3, so they have to go away. We can just more or less play our game now, because They have played all their cards, and this guy can do nothing in this turn. So our hunter goes in, and then we will just send up the other guys. It always they will always be there. So if I say oh, it's not available, but sometimes you have stuff like Shield Alley or a Support Alley, for example, then it's always for the last card. But yeah, stuff like this you will figure out the more you watch, actually. So these guys cannot hit because they came from the tactic side, and we will just win this one pretty easy. We could play two other cards. This is always shown here, how many cards we can play in this round, but yeah, we can just go ahead. Opponent's turn, our turn, and fighting phase starts. Done. So we won the challenge. But yeah, guys, this is tutorial.
You stalked the boars like a pro and caught them unaware. Your loot may not be as plentiful as a straight fight, but you did not risk getting wounds, so your people will not have the danger of dying now.
Yeah, that's true. Take it and leave. So I like this voice. We will hear it a lot. Just saying that, guys. Get used to it. If you interested, it's getting really strange, little bit hard. We will reload, and it's a fantastic story. We haven't even scratched. But this is you might have a little idea already. So yeah, guys, I do hope you're with me on this. It is a wonderful game. I played it really a lot, and I was planning for a long time to do this, but yeah, guys, you know, the one you want and the other one you can do. Okay, guys, we're gonna do this one.
Theodore welcomes you. Well, hello there. Wonderful.
Okay,
well
he just
done.
give us a little bit
And
of
keep
food.
your So, you've discovered that some events will let you solve a situation.
So we're just gonna click through, because if we say, "No, dude, can you explain that a little bit more?" then we gain experience, for example. So now we shall talk to this one, and we shall talk him so that they give us gold. But yeah, I guess we're just trying to pull through the tutorial here, and that's basically it. So we kind of have to make sure that our villagers are a little bit, at least, that they have weapons in their hand, just because there is an enemy army running around. So we just do that. Okay. It's not really it's crazed bees, but you know, they can get nasty, those bees. Oh, they're coming in our direction. That's quite nice of them. Okay, so let's have a conversation.
You find the Hurlik Theodore spoke of. He sits on a rock and stares at you with his large yellow eyes.
What do you want? You looking for trouble? 'Cause I can get you some.
He clenches his tiny fists at you.
No trouble, little fella. Just want to talk.
Little? Who are you calling little, you overgrown pile of softy fish bags, you?
The creature huffs and puffs at you, shaking its fists violently.
Lied. Our apologies, sir. Little is a mark of honor in our village, you know. Like we say, "Hey there, village elder, you are very little today."
Sir, don't you see that I am a woman? But a compliment, you say? Well, I suppose being little is way better than being big. So you're kind of clever to call each other little, even though you're clearly vertically challenged. So, what's your business here?
Well, we are told you have some gold and we really need it. A fella called Theodore said you might be able to help us out. So, it's a social challenge. It's basically the same as the hunter challenge, but with other traits and other other skills used. So I'm not sure. I usually lose this. I'm not sure how it is with the a lot of Gaitherists in the party. Actually, we might be able to do something here, and it doesn't look that bad. So this is the offensive hand, and this is the tactical hand. It's gonna be always random who starts here. That might be a little flaw in the game. But otherwise, we can reshuffle once, but it stays random. It's not like you can now put all your good guys into the offensive hand. So it's not how that works. So I'm kind of good. Our best man, which is Evo, with the 11 slash damage, he is in the offensive hand, and that's the important one for us. So let's have a look. I still do think we will lose that because yeah, we will just see, I guess. So I'm first. We see that I have I can do one. I can play one card, and then the opponent is on the row. We can do well. We don't know how strong these cards are, but we have here again counter tactic. So if this card is 3 or lower, then we might can discard it immediately. But I don't know if it is. Thus, I'm gonna play my best offensive first. So we are at 0. We have to let the opponent do its work. Wow. Okay. Good thing is, they have little damage. Bad thing is they have quite a bit of life. This is actually their life they gain, and I'm not really sure if I'm happy about what I'm seeing here. So we could have no. See, I mean these guys. She was at 6. She was here. So if we would have played our counter tactic, then it would have been useless basically. But yeah, we could support the ally just to do more damage on this one. He will strike back, and maybe support the ally is one of the better things to do here. We have way more people as well, so this might help us. I would like to support with her because she's otherwise pretty useless. And then we would have 13, and we need to hit 2 times. I do think that's not a bad idea, but yeah, I kind of want to have a damage dealer in there as well. So we're gonna play another offensive card. So out of options, we have to give the turn to the opponent. And oh, it's a crazed bee. Everything will be fine. That's cool, actually. Okay. Okay, one time hit, they will hit back, and in the second fighting phase, we will kill her if everything is good. She can't do in the first fighting phase anything. That means we will do support her in the damage. Yeah, I do think so. And there would be 9. It's not really a lot, but yeah, better than nothing, I guess. Yeah, do it. Pump her up a bit. So there would be 2 times. If we hit this one 2 times, then we should be fine. And we will play him, and we will get her closer. And you could, I don't know, support Ellie maybe? Yeah, do that. +2. That's not a bad thing at all. So how this works now is we have set up the line of actually things that will happen, and I do hope it works like that in the first fighting phase. We will hit this Holic for 11, basically half of the health. She will hit him back, but only for 4. So these are finished. she will hit either the bee or this holic, but this holic can't do anything because they came from the tactic side. The bee can't hit us because she has actually no damage at all. The bee's social skills are not that not that good. He has a free hit to somewhere, and she can't do in the first fighting phase anything because she came from our tactic side. So we're gonna go ahead. Let's see if oh my god, that sound. We talk him down. So this is what it is actually. So, and done. Sweet. That's cool. We're basically good. Yeah, okay, that's it. We have won.
All right. Theodore is clearly up to his old tricks. Sending you here for his gold. Here you go, and tell him to come himself next time.
So we got the 1 gold and a little bit of buff. Less of speech. That's kind of cool actually. I like that. You get the 1 gold nonetheless. Even if you fail, it's part of the tutorial. But yeah, 1 research point XP and 1 XP so to say. And we're gonna go to Theodore and try to claim our winning shit. So yeah, they attack the city. Fucking bees, man. But yeah, we have seen the bees, so the bees are not really a big problem. But we see actually the first time that we have a real fight. That might be pretty important as well. I would like to have this guy actually in the offensive hand, but I do think we should be fine more or less. So we're gonna do that. It's our turn, and we will just go ahead with her first. She has poison as well. It's quite nice. We are out of options. We have to give the initiative to them. Oh fuck! They have spears. Oh my god! This is pretty bad actually. I did not realize that this is the case. If they all have spears, we might get in trouble, guys. That's pretty bad. So out of options, 0. Oh, they have all fucking spears. Oh my god, these crazy bees. So even if the spears going into that fight, we will all get closer. All we need to do is really to hit him hard, and I do hope they will play this one. Well, they don't do it really. Ah, what a pity. Okay, anyway, now offensive. So everyone with a question mark cannot participate in the first fighting phase. It's their thing. Oh, they do it. Oh my god. Now we'll do a bit of damage, but they are. Their damage itself is really low. But still fucking annoying. As you can see, the first one, whoever is first has a big advantage. Oh wow. He might die, guys. Heavily wounded. That's pretty bad. No fucking joke. Okay, let's see. Now comes more or less decent trick. You can just do this, and they have now 1 health more. If someone is heavily wounded, that might help. He might just die next turn. So we will see. The bad thing is we have no medic. That is really a bad thing. No joke. So nonetheless, if we lose him, we've just lost him.
Theodore, welcome.
Here's your gold.
Good, you got in social challenges, as you saw. Now you will notice. Well, yes, I have a second task for you to do at any time.
Okay. Explore the dungeon, craft 10 cooked food. What the fuck, where is this? Wow, that's quite a bit away, dude. We might have to wait a bit for that. Yeah, so I'm a little bit... yeah, concerned if we lose our craftsman already. That would be pretty bad, actually. Just wanna bring what we don't need to the city. They might can do something with it. But that's it already. Okay. Can we? We have 1, 2, 3 different kinds of food. We will leave this completely there, so that our guys get 1 more extra food source, that is. And yeah, +1 will. Yeah, we will see. It sucks a bit. You know what? You don't need to work today. It's fine, dude. Just lay down, do nothing. Everything gonna be fine. Don't think about the work. Oh, we have another already. Oh, that's quite nice. Nimble wood. This is awesome, guys. No joke. This is a really big one. Yeah. So yeah, I do fear this is always the bad a bad sign. Seriously, and we have no.
Wounds don't always have a chance to heal, and so death can claim its prize.
That's a hard hit, guys. No joke.
It is time for the Night of the Goat, a feast in honor and reverence of the ancestors and forefathers, the so-called Ziadi. You set a table with food and drink, set bonfires in a circle, and begin festivities. But this night, the Ziadi actually appear before you. One, an elder bearded man, speaks with a heavy, coarse voice.
You have done us proud, grandchildren. Now we shall cleanse you of any curses you carry, and if your souls are ever burdened by the filth of dark magic, come to a city we once called home and seek us out. And if you prove yourselves worthy, you may be cleansed once more.
The Ziadi all nod in agreement, then disappear.
Wonderful. If we have a curse, we shall seek out this city, and if you prove yourself worthy, they mean we have to pay a shitload of food. But anyway. Oh guys, this is really a hard hit. Early on losing a craftsman, we only have 2. That is a problem. That is really a problem. Pooh. Yeah, we will search the ruins here. Fuck me.
You stumble across some ruins of an old city, engulfed in mist and mystery.
Guys, before I do click the search button, we're gonna end this episode here. I do hope you are with me, guys. Yeah, hope you like it. The actual story hasn't been touched yet, but you might have an idea how it works out, actually. Yeah, guys, like, comment and subscribe, and wherever you are, have a nice one. Goodbye.